Welcome to Balaji Education YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see the seventh part of number system topic of the Aptitude series. In this part, we are going to see the topic number of zeros. So, means like in the question, it is going to ask find the number of zeros in the question. So, at very first, let us start with our concept. So, the concept is the first topic is like 2350. In this, we have only 1 0, so at the most right side we need to check from the right side. So in this like 235000, then it is like 3 zeros in this number. If you see in this like 300 and 005, which is like no zeros, you all know. So this is the just a basic concept you all know. Now let us move to the next topic. Like the number is formed with these all numbers. 0 itself a 0. If we multiply like 1 into something, like 1 into 0, it will be a 0. But the other thing is we need to find with any number it will be making 0 or not. So in that case we will going to see like if we multiply 2 into 5, it gives the result as 0. You can see it is making 0 with the like 10. If we multiply 4 into 5, it is also making a 0. If we multiply 6 into 5, which is like 30, it is also making 0. 8 into 5, 40, also 0. But when you observe clearly, in order to make 0, if we have 0, itself a 0. And the important topic is, if we have a even number or a multiple of 2, if it is going to multiply with 5, then it will make a 0. You need to remember this. So therefore, so to make 0, we need a multiple of 2 or a 2 into 5 to make a 0. Like here you can see it is like 2 into 2 into 5, like 2 into 5, which is 10. So it is making 0. Again it is like 3 into 2, like 3 cross 2 cross 5, which is like 30. So it is also making 0. So in order to make a 0, we must have two values like multiple of 2 or a 2 or 5. So both the pair like 2 into 5, which makes we got the value as 0. You need to remember this only basic concept. Now let us see the few questions regarding this. So here find the number of zeros. So what we discussed, that if we have the pair 2 and a 5, then that many number of zeros we will going to have. So in that case, let us see this question like 2 cross 2 cross 2, 5 cross 5. So here by this 2 we can form 1 0. We can form 1 0. By this 2 also we can form 1 0, like, but we have 2, but we not have another pair of 5, like it is not pairing with another 5. So only in this case we have only 2 zeros. So only we need to check the pairs like 2 and 5. If that many number of pairs are there, then that many number of zeros we will going to have. So let us see the second question in this, like 2 power 20 and it is like 5 power 23. 2 power 20 and 5 power 23. So we can write like this, like 2 power 20 into 5 power 20 into 5 power 3. So if we multiply like this, then we can add the powers, which is equals to this one only. So here it is able to form only 20 pairs, because the value is only 2 powers are, the values of 2's are only 20 now. If we have 5 23 means, but only the thing is it is forming only 20 pairs. So means at the end we have 20 zeros. Similarly here, if we have 2 power 23 multiply with 5 power 17 means, here it can able to form only 17 pairs, because the lowest value of the 5 is 17 only, like it can able to multiply up to 17 times only the 5 is with this, and remaining the 6 multiples of the 2 will be going to waste. But here the only thing is it is able to form only 17 pairs, like 2 into 5. So in that case we have only the 17 zeros. So I think you are getting the things. Now let us move to this one. Like when we are like this, like 1 cross 2 cross 3 cross 4 cross 5, if you have this, then we need to find the number of zeros. If you see here, we have only the 1 5 and we have 0, but here we have 4, but in that case only we have only 5 now. So in this case means we have only 1 0. Now let us move to this question, like 1 cross 2 cross 3 cross 4 cross up to 10. So here we have only 1 5 and here we have another like 5 into 2, or you can say, or you can apply directly 0. Here we have 1 0 and it can able to form another 0. So we have only 2 zeros in this. So I will show you one trick like this, like you need to include the maximum value, like it is like here the max is 10. So multiply it with 5, like 5 into 2 which is like 10. So if we have like this, then the value is only 2 now. So means this is the number of zeros you need to remember. So this is the number of zeros. I will show you this trick here and here. Remember carefully. We have like this, like 1 cross 2 cross 3 cross so on up to 100. Need to find the number of zeros. So if we have given like this again, so the max value is 100 and you need to do with the 5, like 5 20 ja which is like 100. Again you need to do with 5, like 5 4 ja which is 24. Again if you do with 5, then it will not go. So you need to add these things, like 20 plus 4 which is like 24. So this many number of zeros are there in this 100. So you can try out in this way also, like you need to check the how many number of 5s are there, then you can do by that one, or you can do by this one. So this is like trick. So this is like trick. Suppose if you have this one means like up to you need to find 500 means it will take more period of time. So use this one. Now we have like this, like 1 cross 2 cross 3 up to 500, like the max is 500. You need to divide with 5, like 5 is like 100. Again you need to do with 5, it is like 20. Again you need to do with 5, then it is like you need to add this thing by leaving one above. We need to add all the below, like if you add, so then you will get the 124 as the number of zeros, the number of zeros. So 124 number of zeros are there in this question. Now let us see other few questions regarding this topic. Like the question is like 2 cross 4 cross 6 cross 8 so on up to 1000. Find the number of zeros. We need to find the number of zeros for this. So we can write this thing. Only we have the formula to the series, the natural numbers, like 1 cross 2 cross 3 cross so on. If we have so, then we need to use that formula, like you need to do the number with the 5. Now convert or modify the things to that one, like we can write this like 1, like 2 cross 1 into 2 cross 2 into 2 cross 3. So 2 cross 1 which is like 1, 2 cross 2 which is like 4, 2 cross 3 which is like 6, and so on. It is like 2 cross 500. I am removing this one, like 2 cross 2 cross 2 cross so on up to 2 or 2 into 500 times, like 2 into 500 times. It is like 2 into the number of 2 are repeating up to 500 times into 1 into 2 into 3 into so on up to 500. Now this is like 2 power 500. I think you are getting the thing, like 2 into 2 into 2 so on up to 500 times means it is like 2 power 500 into we have 1 cross 2 cross 3 cross so on up to 500. Now we have the trick for this, like 500 when we do with the 5, then it is like 100, and 5 if you do with it is like 120. Again if you do with 5 it is like 4. So if we add all the below things by leaving above by the 1, then it is like 124. So for this we are having 124. Here in this we don't have any 5 now, so it is not making any of the pair, so simply it is like 2 power 500 only. So enter this, the number of zeros are 124 zeros, which is in the option A. Now let us move to this question. The question is like 3 cross 6 cross 9 cross 12 so on up to 393. So this is also same question to this, like you need to take the 3 as common, like it is like, so you need to do like this, like I am translating the other things to this form, like the 3 we can write as 3 into 1, the 6 we can write as 3 into 2, so on, the 393 we can write as 3 into 131. So if we take 3 as common, then it is directly like 3 power 131. It is like it is repeating the 3 in the multiples of 131. 131 it is going to multiply. It is nothing but 3 power 131. Now here it is like when we take 3 as common means we are left over with 1 cross 2 cross 3 cross up to 131. So do 131 like this, like 131 when we divide with the 5, then we are going to left over with 26. Again you need to divide with the 5. It is like 5 is which is 25. Again you need to do with the 5. It is like remain. Again we have the value as 1. If we add all this, then we will have getting the value as 32. So in this case you are going to get the value as 32, but here you have no pairs of the 2 and 5 now, so it will stay simply as it is only. So the number of zeros are 32, which is in the option A. Well, let us move to this question. The question is like find the number of zeros at the end of the product, like 301, 302, 303 so on up to 1000. So we have the value from the 1 to only, so from the 1 we can find. So you can apply the things directly like this, like 1 cross 2 cross 3 cross so on up to 1000 minus like 1 cross 2 cross 3 so on up to 300 I am doing. So I am finding first for the number of zeros for the 1000 and later for the 300 I am separating this, then it will give the same result for this result. So we have the trick for from the 1 only now, so I am taking like this. If you do so, like 1 cross 2 cross 3 so on up to 1000 minus this one means this is equal to this one. So up to 300 the value is going to get cancelled, from the 301 to the 1000 the value will be the left now. So now for the 1000 it is like the number of 5s will be the, so when we do with the 5 it is like 200, when we do again with the 5 it is like 40, when we again do with the 5 it is like 8, when we again do with the 5 it is like 1. If we add all this like 2 4 9, so this is the, if we add all this then it is like 249. Again do for the 300, like 300, when we do with the 5 it is like 60, again do with the 5 it is like 1 ja 2 ja like 12 ja, again do with the 5 it is like 2 ja. So if we add all this, like it is like 74. If we subtract this from, if we subtract this from this, then you will get the value same for the number of zeros for this, like 249 minus, like 249 minus 74, which is like 5 ja. Here you will get the value directly as 7, and here 175. So the number of zeros are 175 for this. Number of zeros are 175, which is the option B. We have the next question is like 2 cross 3 cross 5, so 11 so on. So when we observe this, it is like find the number of zeros at the end of the product of all prime numbers. So it is a prime numbers, so we need to find the number of zeros at the end of the all multiples of the prime numbers. So here we have only 2 and 5, only one pair, but there is no the multiple of the 2 in the prime number. You need to observe this one. Again there is a no multiple of the 5s also, so you need to remove this one and this one. To form the number of zeros, to form a 0 we need multiple of 2 and 5 pair, or the multiple of the 2 or the multiple of the 5. So multiple of the 2 will be no there in the prime number, and the multiple of the 5 will be not there in the 5. So the number of zeros only is the only 1 0 in this case, so which is option B. You need to remember this type of questions also, like there is no multiple of the 2 in the prime number, there is no multiple of the 5 in the prime number, so we have only the 1 2 and we have only the 1 5. So the number of pairs of to form the 0 only is 1, so then it will be the 1 0. Now if you have question like this, like 1 cross 3 cross 5 cross so on, like it is a odd numbers, you can see it is like odd numbers. Then in the odd numbers there is no chance of the even value, like multiple of the 2 or the 2. Then it is like directly it is like no zeros in this, it is like no zeros in this type of question. In the odd numbers, the multiple of the odd numbers, there will be the no zero. Again, let us solve this question. Like if you have question like 1 power 1, 2 power 2, 3 power 3, 4 power 4, so on up to 5 power 50. But we have trick for the 1 cross 2 cross 3 cross 4 cross so on up to 5 only. But there is no chance of trick for this one. You need to do by your own like this. Like here the number of 5s will be going to repeat. We need to check. Like in the 5 power 5, the number of 5s are 5. Again, sorry, it is like 10 power 10. Sorry, here you will get the value as 10. Like the number of zeros are 10, because 10 itself is 0 because here you have 0 so directly you will get the number of zeros as 10. Here 15 power 15 means it is like 3 into 15 power 15 to the 5, it is like the power as 15 so the number of zeros you will get from this as 15. Here 20 power 15, it is like, sorry, 20 power 20, I am doing the things wrongly. It's like 20 power 20, it is like the number of zeros, the 0 power is 20 so the number of zeros will be the 20 only. Again 25 power 25, it is like 5 cross 5 so 5 cross, it is like 5 cross 5 to the 5, it is like the number of zeros, it is like 25, like the number of zeros are 25 plus 25, which is like, it is like 50 zeros in this case. And let us calculate for the value 30. In the 30 we have 5 so I am taking the values only the 5, like 5 table I am taking, like the multiplication table of the 5 I am going to take, because we have the 2 because in the 2 we no need of calculating the number of zeros, we can get directly only, like in the power of, in the 4 power 4 we get the many number of 4s and many number of 2s, so we no need of taking of 2, we need only taking of the 5. Here in this 30 we have 30 power 30 so in this we have directly 0, like 6 into 5 or the 30 directly you can take, like to the 0 power is 30 so it is like the number of zeros is 30 we will get here. Again we have value 35, in the 35 power 35 is a 7 cross 5 to the 5, the power is 35 so it is like directly the number of 5s are 35. Again calculate for the 40 power 40, it is like the number of zeros are 40. For the 45, it is like 9 into 45, like to the 5 we have power 45 so here you will get the value as 45, number of 5s we are going to get. For the 50, it is like 50 power 50, it is like, but here you need to think carefully, like it is like 5 into 10 to the 5 we have power 50 and to the 10 we have power 50. So here you will get the 50 zeros, here you will get the again 5 multiples, so it is like 100, so 50 plus 50 100. Now add all this, then you will get the result as, so if you add all this, then you will get the value for this as 100, for this as 250. If you add this 2 again, then you will get the 350 number of zeros in this question. So if you really like a video, give a like and support by subscribing. If your friends are preparing for the Aptitude, please share my videos. Thank you for the watching.